Happy Friday. So today the entire day was spent on jet black, and that was just extremely time consuming to get the rest of everything cleaned up in the valley, to get the coolant hoses or the coolant pipes not to leak, although amazingly that was the first try, but lots of time and care put into that assembly and lubing up those O-rings with copious amounts of silicone. So it's put together and running. Plenum's on. You can't really see too much, but we're really about there. We need to do some road testing, make sure everything's dry. We let it run for a while. The valley stays nice and clean. No oil, no water getting in there. So that's all good. We've got this 2000 Silverstone back. We did a bunch of work on this a few months ago now, and he says it's dripping oil somewhere on the garage floor. So we didn't have time to get it on the lift today. We will Monday and figure out what's going on there. Anthracite car made some progress. Mark IV nav installed and updated, or upgraded rather, to the M splash screen, the M boot screen. The cluster's back. That was quick return shipping, which I'm happy about. This car's going in for detail on Wednesday next week, and that should be done. Reason the cluster went out this time is it got unfacelifted back to black gauges. Customer wanted that to be original 2000. Someone had put the gray ones in, maybe under warranty. We had the pixels repaired and then put back in, and I don't know if it was a communication on my part or what, but I didn't know he wanted the black gauges. So that went back out. I guess I got a sublet for that now. So original 2000 gauges, topped up the washer fluid, no codes, no problems. It was lifters were ticking, so I went out for a little drive today and got rid of that. It's going to look a hell of a lot better after the Elite finished detail, again, next Wednesday. Vanos board comes back Monday. We'll get it in here. The new used DME for the E60 came in. That's going to go in on Monday, and they're going to try to flash that. I assume it's running SMG software. There's a very low chance it already has the manual flash on it, though I'd be shocked. So they will code and install that. I will install it. They will code that on hopefully Monday through TeamViewer. My car's going home again today, which I'm happy about. It's out front. I installed one new piece. I had replaced well, now I've done all four, but I had replaced 3 of the 4 M5 logo door sills, starting with, I think the front passenger had a big bubble in it many years ago in Ohio. Then I did the front driver. I did the rear right. It had some scratches in it. And then finally, while they're still available, I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. I should be able to recoup some costs by selling this one. Secondhand would be very helpful. This one is original, January 2000, 226,851 miles of service, and it's almost perfect. This piece here, maybe there's a little bit of a dimple there, which I'm just noticing, but you know, the side of it's in really good shape, and I'm nitpicking here and replacing it because there are some scratches in the plastic there. And you're just not going to be able to get something like this in 6 months and 2 years and 5 years, certainly in 10 years. So the new one that I got obviously is identical, less the scratch, and the build date's 2018. So they did do another batch a few years ago. I just glued that clip in. That's factory actually, to hold in with a dab of glue. The other 3 are good. The Velcro's still there. This guy is ready for a new home and hopefully many more years of service. That's one cosmetic thing I would like to do on this car. The 4 door sills, they're okay, they're good. The rear ones are probably better. The front ones have what appears to be some sort of corrosion on them, which is weird because this car's never seen anything more than a rainy day. Maybe it's just some delamination around, like right under the M there, just a couple little scratches. But up there, that looks, it's kind of what my front right did in Ohio. So I don't know if those are available or what they cost. I'm sure they're expensive. They're a little nicer than the E39s in that they're metal, or at least they look like metal. I'll come around to the front. I'll do a little bit of research, and when the dealer, they're changing hands right now, changing ownership. When they come back online, that'll be when I do some of these orders. But this one actually has a dent in it there. Probably it's a sheet thin piece of polished aluminum or some sorts. It's a beautiful piece, but we'll see what those look like, and if they're cost prohibitive or not. I don't even remember what the F10 ones look like. They say M5. They do. Oh, they're nicer yet. Well, are they? They kind of kept the E60 inlet, but this is still hard plastic. Probably the same clips holding those suckers on. Then we made some investments today. We're trying to improve our organization and management and some workflow stuff here. So I got these 3 tubs from Harbor Freight. This will be for larger parts, so a throttle motor, maps, airbox pieces, stuff like that. We'll put them in there. Then I want to get a magnetic little sticky note pad and a pen that we can stick to the cart, and then we'll just write Ryan's 2000 M5 or Kennon's 02 M5 and keep everything labeled. Then these guys are going to be great. These open up to 4 separate plastic containers. So we take off a plenum, your 10 mil studs go there, and then the ones that hold the lower plenum down, and then some clips. It'll just be perfect. Keep everything organized. 2 of those. These things are dirt cheap at Harbor Freight. It's like $4. And then for large jobs with lots of fasteners, we picked up one of these larger organization pieces. This one's adjustable. You can take out those vertical segments and make them larger. Same thing with the sticky notes. So, you know, if we need to tear down a timing cover or something like that, lots of different hardware, we can stick it all in there. And lastly, I finally hung this thing we got from FCP as kind of a promo thing. We had some junk up there before and the wall's kind of hacked up behind it. So odd placement maybe, but a little bit of color, nice and straight, and covers up the shit behind it. So I call that a win. And then I did a bunch of work on our iPad, logged into accounts, set up bookmarks, set up an ad blocker, shortcuts to Newtis, Real OEM, our parts suppliers, all of that. So that should help as well. All right, that's it. It's Friday night. I'm going to get out of here. I think it's a leftover pizza night. Larissa's coming over. We're going to go to bed early. Tomorrow's Cars and Coffee. We might hit a local junkyard, go parts hunting. Larissa needs a window switch for the Rio, so we'll see if we can find the V12 Rio in the lot. I know those are super hard to come by. We'll do what we can. This is going to end it here. It's a shop vlog. We'll talk on Saturday. Hope you had a good week.